And we need to stop that before we have a crisis on our hand, or I should say before this crisis worsens anymore.
Thousands of police officers are on strike in Victoria today following failed negotiations over pay and working conditions. For more, we're joined by Secretary of the Police Association of Victoria, Wayne Gatt, and he comes to us live from Melbourne. Wayne, good morning to you. Thanks for being with us. What exactly are police asking for?
Well, they're asking for more rubber bullets to shoot at innocent members of the public.
Well, they're asking for fair conditions and an agreement from their employer that will keep our experienced police in the job, stop hundreds and hundreds of our police from continuing to burn out at work and effectively end up on the scrap heap. We've got 900 plus of those right as we speak. And this is what we're asking for, an agreement that supports us, an agreement that takes our members forward and looks after them and keeps our police out in the streets doing the important work they do in the community and not ending up on the scrap heap.
Wayne, why are they ending up on the scrap heap? What conditions are these guys working under?
Well, they're expected to get dressed all by themselves without getting paid for it.
His pants are a little big.
They're overworked. They're working hundreds of hours of unpaid overtime as a normal part of their work. They're working constantly on their days off. Their rosters are inconsistent and unpredictable. Their conditions of employment just simply aren't giving them the work-life balance they need to manage a stressful and traumatic occupation. It's burning hundreds of them out, Alex, and we need to stop that before we have a crisis on our hand, or I should say before this crisis worsens anymore.
OK, and Wayne, can you just give us some detail on what sort of action will be taken today, and can you guarantee the community will be safe?
Absolutely. Those rubber bullets we use only hurt a little bit, but if we don't get what we want, we will use real bullets next time.
Absolutely, I can. Our members are taking action in their thousands today, but that action will keep the community safe, and you'll see more police on the streets in Melbourne today. They'll be more visible, just like the vehicles behind me are right at this point in time. You'll see them sitting off speed cameras.
Because, as you know, speed cameras are for your safety only and have nothing to do with revenue raising.
Look, we've said, look, if the government doesn't want to listen to our police, well, we'll bring that message to the government and to the community so that they can't ignore it any longer. It's been 6 months now, Alex, that our members have been engaged in discussions with the government. We're no closer to an outcome, and their agreement ended on Thursday last week. That's just not fair. Not fair given the work that our members do for the community.
Yeah, indeed. But Wayne, with youth crime in the state at the moment, are we sure this is a good idea, strike action?
Well, as Dan Andrews once said,
I didn't think it was appropriate.
Well, it's not strike action, it's protected industrial action. You'll see our members more prominently. They'll be out there and, you know, you talk about youth crime. Well, from tomorrow, our members will be engaging with young people more than they would ordinarily. So, look, I'll tell you now, the community will see their police out in force, and it'll be a positive thing. But the message to the government will be very, very strong. Get on with it, resolve this dispute so that our members can get focused on the work that they do each and every day.
Are you confident that a resolution will be reached, and if you can't, what happens next?
I'm confident we will get a resolution, and if we don't, not only will we start shooting innocent members of the public, we will start shooting the government.
Look, I'm confident that we're here and we're waiting for a resolution from the government, but we can't do it on our own. What we need is the government to come to the table, you know, roll up its sleeves, put a reasonable offer on the table, change these conditions of employment for our police officers. Look, and if we can't get it, then we'll have to escalate. But at this point in time, we're hopeful that common sense prevails. There's plenty of it on this side of the table. What we just need is some on the other side of the table as well.
Wayne, what does that escalation look like, just quickly?
Well, as I said before, we will start using real bullets instead of rubber bullets.
Well, look, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it at this point. We're hopeful that we can wake the government up, wake them up and get them to get fair income, to have some common sense, come to the table and resolve this quickly. But ultimately, we'll be guided by our members down the track. We don't want this to go on. We've never wanted it to start, but we've been forced to this position by a government that has been unwilling at this point to get the deal done and look after and support its police that are really at breaking point at the moment.
All right, Wayne, let's hope this is sorted and sorted soon.
Alex, can I just say one last thing for the members of the public who are watching this video right now? Victoria Police is issuing a warning for those that refuse to like and subscribe to the Aussie fan channel. If you thought getting bashed for not wearing a mask was bad enough, wait and see what we do to you if you don't share this video.